Hey everybody, I'm Griffin, and this is Theta, and this is a death battle. No, that's not our intro. Welcome to Stone-Faced Reactions, where we watch videos and then don't react to them whatsoever. Hey everybody, welcome to Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Griffin, and this is Theta, and we're here back for another death battle. And today we have Iron Fist, the Marvel hero, versus Poe, the title character from Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, thank God
And
you got it right. You don't know how many corrections we got on the last video that Poe is not from Disney. Because apparently
wait,
you said Poe was Disney. And I'm
wait,
like,
I
I
I
don't
did.
remember. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm a failure.
There were
No.
so many responses that said Poe is from DreamWorks, not Disney. And I'm like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. And they said, oh, you said he's from Disney. I'm like, I don't remember saying that. I reached to watch the video, and you, in like 5 seconds, say, oh yeah, Poe from Disney. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, my brain's just infected with mouse worms. That's all it is. Still, with our correction, yes, Kung Fu Panda has been made by DreamWorks, not Disney. Uh, I guess I'll go ahead and look to our resident superhero expert, Theta. Theta, what do you know about Iron Fist?
I don't know much. I never watched the Netflix Iron Fist, which I hear was horrible and miscast and just overall bad in the action scenes. But I
Hmm.
do know a very small bit about the comic version, only because the only MCU that I've ever read was Deadpool, start to finish, original run, all the way through the '90s, 2000s, and then Marvel Now. And for a brief period of time, he comes across, oh man, I'm going to say the name wrong. It's not Defenders. Iron Fist and Luke Cage have a like a corporation thing that they do together, where they
Hmm.
fight crime for money. Heroes for Hire, I want to say maybe. I can't remember the name offhand, because again, I
Sounds like a
only
different series, but go on.
I only experienced the Marvel world through Deadpool's eyes, which can make things really weird because you only encounter characters off-brand. But anyway, yeah, he fights crime with Luke Cage as a partnership, and who? Let me just trying to think here. What else? I mean, obviously he has the Oriental teachings of weird kung fu, where his fists glow, and he does all weird stuff. And he has like a yellow bandana and a green outfit as his normal look. It's really all I know about Iron Fist. I guess his fists of iron.
Right. I mean, with a name like that, you'd have to assume, right? Meanwhile, we got Poe. And I gotta say, I haven't seen the movie, but I know he's a panda, he's large, he's in charge. He also gets similar training. He gets a lot of martial arts training, he believes himself or whatever. Um, but honestly, I have no idea how it's going to go. I only have the he fits vague narrative tropes where he's the hero and he's going to win, and that's all I can really give them the benefit of the doubt for.
You didn't watch all 3 or 4 movies plus, I assume, TV shows.
No, no, afraid it's just far outside my age demographic right
I don't
now.
know. As far as I know, they're still making Land Before Time movies.
Oh gosh, what are we up to? Land Before Time 27. This time, Littlefoot really cries about his parents dying.
Honestly, I think they were up to like 9, and I like read a synopsis of one of the things, and then I checked it out, and it's like completely different animation style, completely different voice actors. It's like, wow, I don't know. I don't know how you can slip one movie in and then the next movie be completely different. So I assume it's a
Right,
slow,
I'm
eventual
still back from
change.
the age where, like, I had it on VHS and it had Pizza Hut advertisements, so I'm a little bit distant from the Land Before Time for sure.
See, I don't remember the Pizza Hut advertisements, but I do remember it being on VHS. And the thing that happens. Not gonna spoil a movie made for kids.
Well, before we go ahead and spoil everything, I guess let's go ahead. Let's watch it up and see what they have to say.
Yes, let's
Martial art
watch it
master
up.
versus martial art
That thing
master.
people say.
Yeah, yeah, I'm saying it now. It's gonna be the new thing, and it started here. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're the first.
You hear it out there, everybody. When you go to the movies with your friends, you jump out of that car and you say, "Let's watch it up." Make sure you freeze frame in midair with your fist held high.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. See, you're already on board.
Death Battle is sponsored by Adam and Eve.
What's better than free stuff? Nothing.
Well, there is one thing. Free stuff that's
Yeah,
I like free
Eve.
stuff.
It's also a good Invincible character, if you ever watched that.
Still haven't. I just don't want to pay $5 for Prime.
I say it would be a good a reaction series for us to do if I hadn't already watched it.
Yeah. That's the thing, when something really good comes out, you just gotta.
Yeah, that's the problem, is that the only things we would react to are things we both found to be mediocre.
Go find the B-est movie possible, watch it.
Yeah, I think that's called the B movie.
Danny Rand, Marvel's immortal Iron Fist.
And boom, the chosen.
Wait, he's immortal? Oh dang, that's gonna be complicated.
Can be full of hardship.
Yeah, he's immortal in the same way that you're immortal, and that your kids will carry your name and your blood.
Of the Dragon Warrior.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Every 10 years in the mountains of Tibet, the mystical lost city of Kunlun will appear.
Oh, I'm sorry. By the way, to everybody watching this, I already said beforehand that I'm going to lose, but I think Poe is going to win this handily.
Former apprentices Wendell Rand thought I should really bring my wife and kid to visit the Kung Fu Super City. Best family vacation ever.
But not so natural.
I mean, honestly, if I was a kid, my family said we're going to the Kung Fu Super City, I'd be down.
Had less than noble intentions.
So Wendell was sent off a cliff, and his son Danny won the tragic backstory lottery when his mom died.
That goes a little differently than the way my karate lessons did.
Danny
Parents
was
not
adopted
eaten by
the
wolves.
people of Kunlun.
I think also in the
Within city's
TV
walls,
show,
spent his
he...
formative years
It's a plane
tirelessly
crash?
training in pursuit of revenge.
He's mastered judo.
I guess that's a little easier to put it into like a series and explain like, yeah, his parents are dead.
A weird habit of shouting "Heart of the Dragon" whenever he's
Yeah,
surprised.
Luke Cage there. Old version Luke
You know
Cage.
that guy's got at least like 6 silk dragon shirts in his closet.
That would be interesting foreshadowing, for when Danny turned 19, he had the chance to become the next Iron Fist. But he had to overcome one final challenge.
A dragon.
The immortal dragon.
Oh, it
Shu
was
Lao.
Dragon.
And
Cool.
like a badass, Danny walked up to Shu Lao's front door. Then, get this, bear hugged the
That's kind of a
dragon
reason more than anything to just go to this tourist attraction. There's got a goddamn dragon.
His hands deep into the dragon.
Boomstick.
What? I was gonna say the creepy cauldron holding its heart. What are you thinking?
This act infused Shu Lao's chi with Danny's, making him the newest, the immortal Iron Fist.
Now, imagine if you just put his whole
With his
body in there.
newfound Power, Iron Fist did what any
Why'd you just put your
Oh,
hands in?
he would have been even more powerful. Ah, he's such a fool.
Yeah, it's the,
However, when he found Harold,
Achilles, it's the whole
all
Achilles
Iron
thing.
Fist saw was a broken man.
It reminds me a little bit of the Black Panther ritual, now that I think about it.
what, take drugs?
I'm sure
see-
there's parallels.
Say, what, take drugs, see giant god tiger? Panther. God
And
panther?
suddenly become super soldier, yeah.
I'll put it on my calendar. Thanks to his friend Luke Cage, Iron Fist
Yeah,
was able
no.
to
Why that
connect
criminal
with
just
the
have a
world
random
and
sword?
co-found a team.
I mean, I guess he thinks
Heroes
he's
for
cool.
Hire.
Heroes for hire. See, I got it right.
Okay, there it is.
Fist was actually a pretty good dude who used
I mean,
his
it's not
money to
bad
start
seeing
a
as that I've
super
only,
team.
you know, heard it once
Yet another superhero
in a
who's
comic that I read
billionaire by
10 years ago.
Together, the Heroes for Hire fought many villains, like Incinerator, Master Khan, and the White Man.
Hell yeah, down with the establishment.
The white man comes up in the Deadpool one where they go back in, where he goes back in time, so I know the white man.
Better watch out, because Iron Fist
Never
isn't just a
underestimate
fancy
the white
title.
man.
Danny can harden his fist on impact, hypnotize his foes, accelerate his healing, make close range combat.
It's just too easy. I just gotta pass. It's too easy.
Look at it.
Deadpool was a series of comics that, like, are colored weird, like they were made in the 80s, where he just shows up in 80s storylines. So he shows up in the white man storyline from the 80s.
Yeah, that is cool and all, but
It's also where one of his kids
He's a
comes
great
from.
character because he caused zero to ink.
exactly strike fear into the enemy, you know?
Well,
pretty standard.
He falls in love with a woman in that comic as well, and has a kid, so that when he goes back to his normal inking style, that kid
so
shows up
that's
with.
why he wears the slippers.
Danny can react in a microsecond, punch apart a hammer helicarrier, and has delivered strikes comparable to hydrogen bombs. And being the Iron Fist, he is also one of the most martially skilled heroes in all
Remember that none of
Marvel.
this matters because Poe is a cartoon character and is thus applied to cartoon physics.
True. At the same time, this street level hero is able to take like massive explosions to the face. Oh, we go on Persona reference here.
Absorbing enough electromagnetic
because
energy,
street
he
means
punched apart
different
his
thing in
train,
Marvel.
surviving the resulting explosion that had
Yeah,
enough
that's
force
true.
to, and I quote,
On the Marvel
"Make
streets, like some guy just comes up with alien tech and disintegrates you. It's like, well, I wasn't expecting that.
Analogy aside, it's clear Iron Fist, glove, closed hand has some serious power. One time, he took in the chi of all the people of Kunlun to become this rad kung fu skeleton man. Watch out, he's got a bone to pick with crime.
all to fight an eldritch Terminator called the One, who Danny had
Oh, yeah, that's
previously
gonna be the
defeated.
new nickname of my only war character, the Eldritch Terminator.
Yeah, kind of awesome name.
Although that'll probably get me, killed. Don't put Eldritch in my name in an only war campaign.
Iron Fist is one of the deadliest Marvel heroes out there. No
Well, there are
matter the challenge,
Terminators.
He will always be there to keep the balance between Kunlun and the outside world.
Earned the Iron Fist.
Deadpool kills him. It's fine.
That was not the voice I was imagining.
Yeah, remember? He's a white guy. He's
Yeah.
literally a white guy doing all this.
Dragon warrior, so skilled and deadly in martial arts that his foes would go blind from overexposure to pure awesomeness. A fighter of unrivaled power, wisdom, and rotundity.
This is
That
Jericho
animated style in the
born
beginning, I thought it was gonna say Samurai Jack for a
the longest
second.
time, this valley only knew, well, peace.
But everything changed when Gary opened the
Almost
Peacock
forgotten.
on
Have they done a
Tech.
Samurai Jack
Old
episode?
Shen received a prophecy saying his
I don't know. I never
conquest
saw
would
one.
stop
I didn't
the
even see the end of the regular
white,
Samurai Jack.
a panda.
So, in a fit of
It kind of
paranoia,
ended
Shen
abruptly,
decided
and then they
to
came back with
translate
a
every
last
panda
season,
in
which was
existence.
pretty
Forcing
good.
Poe's
Right, no, I
mom
mean,
to
like, I
partner
watched
with
maybe
Baby as he moses
5
away
to
in
7
the red
episodes of
bug.
it at most.
Jeez, we got real dark with the sequel,
Mhm.
huh?
After some
They're all
abundant
disconnected, so it
drama,
doesn't matter what
Paul
order
was
you watch
taken
them in
by a
anyway.
literal
Yeah,
Except
no.
for last season.
With his
I mean, it's
expert
fine.
guidance,
It was a
Poe
fine
trained
show, I
day
just-
and night to be a
Yeah,
waiter at a noodle
that's the problem.
restaurant.
They weren't
Not the
connected. There was no
hard-line warrior I was
serialization to it.
expecting.
So
It was Poe's dream to be a martial artist. He idolized all things kung fu, going so far as to make action figures of his heroes, the Furious Five.
oh, so his background shows that he's a
However,
liar.
He never expected to have the chance to actually explore that dream until the day of the Dragon Ceremony, where Master Oogway would select a chosen one to lead a new era of kung fu as the Dragon Warrior.
And to the shock of everyone, Master Oogway chose him. Talk about a freak accident.
There are no accidents, Boomstick. Despite some setbacks, Poe was actually quite
Using
good.
the local
He just
noodle
needed the
waiter,
right
yeah.
motivation, a carrot on a stick.
Or more accurately,
Well, I
a
mean, if you
brain.
believe in the
Next to
way
the
of
Furious
things,
Five, Poe
if you
experienced
point
the
your
classic
finger and
Shaolin
somebody
animal
something
styles,
falls from the
which
sky in
are
front of it,
actual practice martial arts.
gotta be the
Tiger
thing,
style
right?
uses ferocious
Yeah,
combat.
of course.
Monkey style has unpredictable acrobatics. Mantis style uses fast strikes. Viper style implements fluid movements. And Crane style is all about sweeping hits.
Let's see what they've done
Well
here.
Suited Poe, so he made his own. You guessed it, panda style.
Which is sort of inspired by the real-world dragon style, but mostly based around using his roundness for defense, wearing down enemies until he gets an opening.
His body can stop just about anything. Falls, pressure point attacks, and even a club to
They
the
say he's got
face.
cartoon
He
physics
isn't
on his
overwhelming
side.
you with his pure
Yo,
fatness. Poe can
basically.
walk out Hadouken with the thundering windhammer.
I mean, if you hit with a,
Oh, Tweety gets magic powers.
say if you hit somebody with the force of a Hiroshima explosion punch, and all he does is redirect it back to you, then it doesn't matter how hard you
Blind
hit.
himself with it.
What? Why was
Well,
that
everyone knows
anything
nuclear
wrong
blasts
with
don't do anything. You just get in your fridge and you're fine.
Poe has been in much more than movies, like TV shows, where he picked up a lot of new powers, such as the hero's chi, a life force passed on to a chosen every generation.
This shonen power-up lets Poe counter mind control, shoot beams of energy, and make a giant dragon construct that devours pretty much anything,
And of course, possessing the hero's chi makes Poe comparable to the previous owners of it.
including the Black Tortoise, who was powerful enough to stop this huge meteor from hitting Earth. Poe even defeated
Always
this
comes
dude
down to
who absorbed
meteors,
the
doesn't it?
collective chi of the
It's-
greatest fighters across China.
What can you do against a giant rock? A rock is the end of all technology.
Becoming a legend wasn't easy.
Yeah, big shocker. The orphaned panda dragon warrior raised by a
That's
goose in a
weird.
noodle shop had a bit of an identity
Weird
crisis.
animation face and
But through
style.
it all, Poe proved he can hang with the best of them.
He can evade lightning blasts, chuck a hammer into low orbit, and once cleared an entire cloud formation with just the flex of his pinky.
This is his
Remember when he
signature
couldn't jump
technique,
from one
the
pole to
Wuxi
another
finger
pole?
hold, a move that warped anyone caught in it.
Training is good.
AKA the
Work hard to
afterlife.
do stuff,
No,
kids.
really, characters who have canonically died can be found here. And even should Poe be unable to complete the hold, he can always use it on himself to bring his target to the spirit realm with him.
But despite the spirit realm being the afterlife and all that, death isn't always permanent. I mean, thanks to Poe's chi mastery, he can travel back home no problem.
And eventually, he overcame the tragedy of his past and found his inner
Being able to
peace.
just not
In this
die
state of
sounds
mind,
pretty
Poe
good.
has an immense amount
Yeah,
of
it's a Dragon Ball Z
focus, enough to
afterlife.
catch cannonballs.
A trick that proved handy when it came time to defeat that asshole Gary Oldman who killed his mom. You show him, Jack Black. Poe.
Poe now stands ready to teach the next generation, alongside his original father, who apparently survived, head and all.
What a nice ending.
After mastering chi,
Oh,
returning
you
to
see,
the
married the
spirit
tiger
realm,
at some
and
point and had a
saving
kid
all
that's
of
a
China,
panda for some
Poe
reason.
has finally realized who he truly is.
Yeah, animal genetics is a thing.
Get it? See the giant dragon?
All right, the combatants are set. Run the
Right,
data
so we
to
got
all
one that is
possibilities.
immortal and another one that just cannot die.
Kung Fu Panda, check
How
out
can
the
anyone
show,
win?
Neon Convenience.
Well, he's not immortal though. That's the point.
Right. Sure, he'll die, but he'll come back. It doesn't end.
No, I mean, immortal Iron Fist is just
My mom
he
told me
threw.
last night when you
Get rid of the word
encounter
immortal.
You're going in the right direction.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
what the hell is
Maybe
this?
I'm taking that too literally.
I'm more interested in what the hell this is right now.
Hey! You can't do
Yeah.
whatever you
Oh
want.
wait, no. They're just advertising the new machinima, I think.
Yeah. But what the hell was that Zelda thing? This. What the hell is this?
Okay, I'm gonna restart.
Oh, for f***'s sakes!
You're my only son, don't dab
Those
me.
animated versions of playthroughs that they're doing?
Wants your aid because
Hamtaro.
Yeah.
Asshole. Have I convinced anyone?
You ruined my business.
Up top, down low. Oh, too slow.
So that's what it feels like.
That is Ruby. That's Ruby in chibi form.
But right now, it's
Oh, it's a
time
24/7
for
channel?
I'm trying to think what you would call a compilation skit show like that, where you just mash all your stuff together. I don't think it has a formal name.
I mean, it was interesting. I think I'll probably look it up after this.
Wow!
Hmm.
I mean, if it really is a 24/7 channel for that kind of stuff.
You were like, "Wah," and then went such a booey. Who are you?
I am the dragon.
No way! Me too! Do you want to spar?
With you? All right, buddy. Show me what you got.
Oh yeah, may the
Yeah, think of-
This is like an incredibly polite death battle introduction.
I'll say the thing about these guys is they're both good guys, so
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are, but this is like the friendliest intro.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're both.
But that's great.
They're both extremely friendly good guys. Is the problem?
Hmm. They are equally matched in martial arts, so instead it is Soup Kitchen versus Noodle Kitchen. Who will win?
Focus. Focus.
I mean, if Yu-Gi-Oh has taught me anything, a real person can't beat cartoon physics.
Interesting.
Ah, but Yu-Gi-Oh is like you just banish everyone to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, but you gotta beat their deck first. If Yu-Gi-Oh has taught me anything, you can't banish anyone to the Shadow Realm without first beating all their cards in their deck.
You have at least been spot on the cartoon physics saves the day aspect.
It's like if a cartoon met Dragon Ball Z.
Which Akira Toriyama is more than happy to do in Super.
Oh, that tickles! Kinda like this.
What are you doing?
Oh, you know this hold.
No?
Oh, well, you're about to learn it. Hey! Get your break! Okay, it's time for me! Skadoosh!
And fight over.
See, I don't remember. Is this the afterlife?
Yes.
Golden Lotus Smash! Oh. Yeah!
I mean, if this was the afterlife, could he just teleport back and then Iron Fist would be done? Because he can't come
Yeah,
back?
he's stuck there, it's over, yeah.
Get ready to feel the thunder!
Part of the dragon. Still fighting. Spirit of the dragon, lend me your power.
There we go, dragon versus dragon.
I mean skeleton versus dragon.
Yeah.
Come to Papa!
I wonder if this means Poe could beat Ghost Rider.
That would be fun. But Poe's obviously empirically good. He can't, like, pen and stare him to death.
Wait till Master Shifu hears about this.
I mean, clearly he didn't care about killing a guy during a spar.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
I guess spar means a different thing to Poe.
You sure the panda winning wasn't some fluke accident, though?
There are no accidents, Boomstick. But due to his credit, Iron Fist's superior speed
Wow, it's
did
like
help
completely
him
how
a
I
lot
said
of
it would
time.
go.
Yeah, Poe could evade lightning, while Danny could move in a microsecond and hang with light timers.
And while Poe was very skilled, his experience didn't quite stack up to Danny's, who has been training all his life.
And that's about where this chubby panda
Yeah,
starts
Poe's been
taking
doing it for like a
over.
couple
But
years.
Mastery of chi could counter Danny's hypnosis. And
Danny's been doing it his entire life.
Any pressure point shenanigans. In fact, anything Iron Fist could dish out.
I'm just
Poe
throwing
could
out there how
bounce
much
back
hard
from.
does it hurt
Sometimes
to
literally.
get
Iron
beaten
Fist
by somebody who's
punches
doing it a
have
couple of
been
years,
compared
but
to
you've been doing your
hydrogen
whole
bombs,
life.
which sometimes cap at 50 megatons. However, when compared to the not tactfully described exploding train, he could have around 10,000 times the power of the little boy bomb.
Putting Iron Fist's
Cool
maximum
nickname for your
potential
fists.
at
Little boys.
150 megatons of TNT. Really powerful, but Poe had it beat.
Poe could clear away this giant cloud formation with just his whooshy finger hold, a technique he mastered before he even knew chi existed. With chi, Poe and other fighters like him have done far more insane feats.
Like the Black Tortoise and that extinction-level meteory stuff. Something that would require, just a little over 600,000 times more power than the Iron Fist insensitivity punch.
At first glance, Iron Fist's incredible speed and skill might make this result seem far-fetched, but look at it this way. Poe's entire style is about taking hits from faster opponents until he gets his opening, making this the exact kind of match he would excel in.
Not to mention, Poe's whooshy fingerhold was an instant win, right?
Well, kind of. As long as Danny had
Hey,
the
there it
Iron
is.
Fist, he could theoretically make a portal out of the spirit realm, assuming Poe didn't eat him first.
And remember, after coming to terms with his conflicting emotions and returning from the spirit realm, Poe had gained true mindfulness.
Not unlike the path to enlightenment taken to achieve nirvana.
Man, that's some heavy stuff for a cartoon bear voiced by Jack Black.
I mean, if bending water drops is like the sign of ultimate power, then I guess a duck in the Poe universe there would be like the ultimate force.
Crazy as it sounds.
Yeah, just get a duck
Against
next.
Poe's overwhelming
Goose
toughness,
style.
counters, and Poe
Why would the duck fighting style be goose style?
Well, I was thinking the more threatening version. You just go up and you squawk at people and they run away. Goose style.
Alright, I think I get to choose.
Come back next week to see
You
previews
do.
of our upcoming matchups. If you want to watch more stuff, you can click the boxes right around here, and you can always pick up some DB merch at store.
Lex versus Dr. Doom.
Danny Universe versus
Who's this one?
Star
Star
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Well, I'm fucked. I didn't watch any of these shows.
I watched one of them.
Okay, I have seen maybe 5 minutes of Danny Universe. That was Danny Universe, right?
No, Steven.
Steven Universe. Who the hell is Danny Universe?
You're close.
Am I mixing Danny Phantom or something?
It's
with...
the off-branch version.
Well, this is. Well, I guess I'm gonna go with Steven Universe since I've watched 5 minutes of it, enough to remember his name clearly.
I have no capacity to decide, but if I did, I'd probably go with the outlier, the one I don't know. So I'll go with Star Butterfly.
Right. So all I know is something about gems and like giant girl that hangs around with him all the time. I think he has an evil dad.
Mhm.
Does he have an evil dad? Is that the one with the guy who wears
No,
like
he
the?
just runs a car shop.
No, it's not the guy who. Grandpa, evil grandpa. Guy with a giant nose. He wears that like fez on his head. Leads an organization.
I think that's like an uncle who owns like a farm and he just hates people.
I might be also
It's-
might be another show with a main character
Maybe
named Danny. I don't know.
It very well could be just you're thinking of a different show. But, well, we got our bets for next time, and we'll just have to see how that turns out. For now, I've been Griffin, this has been Theta, and this has been Stoneface Reactions. And we'll catch you all next time. See ya.